Welcome to Voice First TV. My name is Ian Utile. I'm here at the NASDAQ Entrepreneurial Center in their broadcast studio. Next to me is the Voice of the Car Summit, bringing the top people together from the consumer voice products like Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, and others, as well as top manufacturers of cars like Mercedes-Benz, and then incredible software companies, some that are very established like SoundHound Inc. and what3words, as well as new startups. I have been looking forward to this conversation.
Thank you.
I watched some of your videos, and I kept watching things over and over. And I'm playing, like, is this real? Can you really just use 3 words to know any place on earth? I think it is very, very exciting, this new idea. So please introduce yourself, Ashley, to me.
Sure.
They get to watch.
Okay, great.
I'm glad you're there. Thank you for your attention. This is my time with Ashley. Okay, you just get to listen.
Great.
So introduce yourself and let me know what you do as the head of automotive, as a VP there at what3words, and let's have a little conversation about that.
Okay, great. So yes, I'm Marie Cashion. I run automotive and mobility partnerships at what3words. I moved to the US about 7 months ago to open up a US office and run our partnerships here. So we're a British company based in London, and we're about 100 people now. Okay. And so I work really closely mainly with the US OEMs, automakers, and also with the Japanese automakers. So that's kind of my main focus.
And when you came here, where are you based at in America?
I'm in San Mateo, so just outside of San Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, close to here.
And then are you building out a team locally?
Yes, so we're looking into that as well.
And so what type of people, because I mean, obviously a lot of people watching the live stream, a lot of them are going to be local, right? Because they're connected to somebody that's local here. We're probably going to have more reach in the Bay Area than we're going to have nationwide or over in the UK for the live stream. So people might be like, well, if Ian thinks it's the coolest idea, maybe I want to find out about it. So if you're looking for talent, what type of talent is what3words looking for? Is it marketing, sales, branding? Is it development, quality assurance? Like, what type of talent are you looking for?
So currently in the US, we have quite a small team, and so it's business development, sales mainly. In the UK, we've grown our team quite a lot over the last year, and that was across all the different departments. So that was marketing, sales, people with certain language skills, because something I think we'll talk about in a little bit is that we're available in 36 languages around the world. So that means that now we actually need more people on our team who speak these languages, because as we start to work with automakers, mobility, logistics partners in those countries, we need to be able to communicate, especially in Japanese, Chinese, Korean, where we're growing quite quickly.
Wow. And where do you have the strongest user base? Is it in a certain part of the UK, like Bristol? Or is it like the entire UK is kind of spread? Or is it internet? Like, help me, I know it's global and international, but help me understand if there's a deepest root. Where is that?
Right, so we are, actually our main markets are the UK, Germany, and the United States. And we find that that's because these are the places where people are going to use addresses really frequently, really often, right? So today I booked an Uber using a 3-word address. I'm going to then use it later to meet someone for a coffee. I am going to use it to order a package. You know, people are using addresses all the time, constantly, whereas in some of the developing world, they're not using them quite as frequently. So these are kind of our big user bases. Another thing is that in the UK, many of the police forces have started to accept and use 3-word addresses. So when someone calls in, they don't know where they are, they can send them a link, they then find out the 3 words, read it back to them. They might even not know, but cabbage, tomato, tomorrow means, but they've just given their exact precise location. And so we've seen a lot of growth there, and a lot of our partners then tell their customers and public about what3words. So the police forces are doing that now, saying, hey, download this app if you're going to a festival. Have your kids download it. Our partners in the auto industry are doing the same thing, saying, hey, the simplest way to put an address into your car is to use what3words. And so this is where we're seeing a lot of our usage.
Wow. And as far as business development, what type of people and organizations are you wanting to talk to? Just car OEMs, right? Just auto manufacturers, or is it way beyond that? Like, are you looking to talk to startups in the voice first space, or the established companies? Like, who are your target formal partners and clients?
So right now we're focused quite a lot on automotive and mobility. So definitely directly with the big automakers, but also with the startups or the new. There's lots of new automakers popping up in the electric space, particularly, and across China. So we're speaking with those companies. We work directly already with Nuance and SoundHound and TomTom. So these are big partners of ours, and we want to grow in that space in terms of suppliers, because they make it then and really easy for the cars to build it in. So if they've already built it into their product, the OEMs can just say, checkbox yes, because we know working with some of these massive companies can take quite a long time just to go through some of the contracts. So we want to make it as simple as possible in that sense. We do want to work with startups as well, because some of these are the, sound the nuances of tomorrow.
That's right.
And so we want to be available and make it really easy for our partners to integrate what3words. We also have a public API, which is free. Anyone can sign up for. So if you've got something and you want to build in what3words, test it out. If you've got a mobility app or something for logistics, on-demand deliveries, you can test out what3words already.
Yeah. I remember when I found out about it, I saw your talk, I looked at some other videos, then I was bouncing around social and I saw how people were just putting their 3 words on images. I'm like, wow, that's such a personalized feature. You would never put an address on a meme, ever. But the 3 words was so unique and whimsical. As far as this year, 2019, what makes this year successful for you? You made a huge sacrifice to move out here from the UK, right? So you're all in. So what makes this a successful year for you and what3words by December 31st?
A success for us is launching with many more automakers this year. So we're really excited that this month, it's April now, we'll be announcing some partnerships in China where we're going live with cars across China using Chinese and English in those vehicles. That's really big for us. We want to launch more of those partnerships here in the US on the home turf. So we recently announced a partnership with Ford. We want to grow and expand on partnerships like that to do more here. And the reason I'm here today is because voice is one of the most important things for us, because speaking 3 words into your vehicle, into your device, into your voice assistant is far easier than trying to say 777 Mariners Island Boulevard, San Mateo. You've got to go all the way through to the zip code for your voice system to be able to recognize an address, because addresses can be quite similar. They're repeating all the time, especially I notice around here. You'll get the same address over and over, but the zip code will be different and maybe the city, but that's very cumbersome to speak into a voice assistant. So for us, it's getting more and more voice partnerships off the ground and more consumer usage. So lots of these people who you were mentioning on the photos. So we have a free photo app that people can download. Then they take a photo and they just put their 3-word address on top and say, hey, this is an amazing place to go hiking in California, and this is where you park, and then they can find the exact place.
You'd never be able to say an address.
No, exactly. So, not for the best viewpoint or something like that.
Oh, gets me excited. How do people get a hold of you if they're interested in talking with you or in connecting with what3words? What's the best way to reach out?
Best way to reach out is either via email, or I'm on LinkedIn, Ashley Marie Cashion. I'm also on Twitter. And so I'm just Ashley at what3words.com. Love to talk more if you have ideas or companies that could use precise addressing.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you very much.
That was fun. We're going to roll a video. We'll be right back with another interview.